Damn, that was fast.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
fucking shit.
All right. So I've been playing GTA Online. Some friends got me back into it recently. And we've been playing the Cayo Perico heist. This is the best way to make money in GTA Online. And we've been playing it quite a few times, trying to maximize our monetary output and optimizing routes. And we even found a couple of glitches that allow us to repeat the heist and actually just repeat the end of the heist without having to do the setup. The setup takes about 45 minutes and the end of the heist is only 15 minutes. And if you just repeat the end of the heist, you still get paid for the full heist. So nothing here is really hacking. There are some glitches being used, but the automations are really just a tool for myself to improve my playing experience. But this isn't an ethics class, this is show and tell. So let's bring in my friends now.
Hello.
Hey man, how's it going? Here, do you want to join my closed crew? If
just
you have
doing
a
101, damn.
oh yeah, I've been, dude. I
No,
got
seen
a
you.
lot to catch you up on. Man.
I've noticed that, like, when I was playing No Man's Sky super late, those first couple nights, I was noticing you were, like, logging back into GTA as if you were spamming Cayos with somebody.
Well, I gotta show you some stuff. So
I'm stoked. I want to see what you got.
yeah, I got some stuff to show. I'll send him a video. But yeah, you're in the hot tub now?
Yes, sir. I should probably make sure my yacht defenses are off, so you don't get shot down if you fly over here.
That might have been my yacht.
You have a yacht now? Nice.
Shit. God damn it. You guys can see my stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what I've been doing is I've been automating all of the menu shit.
Oh.
So in GTA, you have so many fucking menus. You have the escape menu. You have the interaction menu. You got the submarine Cayo Perico menus. So what I've been doing is I've been writing Python scripts to automate all the menus. Right? So watch this. So this is all user input right now. Right? But like right there, like that, I just made myself a CEO, right? Like here, I'll go back for a second.
That's amazing.
So like here's how I make myself a CEO. I press a button, and there it is.
That's amazing.
Right? Just because there's so many fucking menus, I was like, this is so stupid. All right, so then here's another.
And half the time when I'm going into that, if I'm tapping down on the D-pad real fast and then I hit A, it goes to the thing below the one I selected. If I'm going fast, so I'm just shocked that actually worked.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay, so here's another one, and I'll show you the Python script. If you watch like right here, there's a little like command prompt.
I keep seeing a little box that pops up.
Yeah. So that's my Python scripts. So here's a Python script that's about to run.
Is this just like a batch file that you run?
No, it's a .py.
How are you running that with a hotkey?
So I'm actually doing it with the Stream Deck.
Oh, nice.
So let's take a look at that because I think that's kind of cool.
Okay.
So all of these
software you had to pay for?
No. Well, the Stream Deck is a physical device.
Yeah, but it's also like a software you can run on an Android tablet, from what I understand.
I'm using the physical.
Your computer. Okay, you're using a physical thing.
Yeah, I'm using the physical device, and it has its own like firmware, which is pretty dope.
That's dope.
So I use it for a lot of stuff, even like in my work. But
so I could probably do it with the Corsair keyboard software to use my G keys for one of these. Yes, I believe quite easily. Well, as easily as you can use the fucking IQ software, you know.
You know, I think this one is really well made. Like, this is one of the best interfaces. So basically,
how much is the Stream Deck?
It's
like $300.
Yeah,
Stream
maybe
Deck.
something
I
think
they vary on the size, right? And the
yeah, I
buttons and
have the
version.
XL, which is more expensive. I think it's like 250 maybe.
Gotcha. But it's
But
like all
it's
those physical buttons, right?
Yeah, so all this is the layout, and these are all physical buttons, and each one has a like an updating screen on it, right? So you can actually play GIFs on here.
Yeah.
But all of these are icons that I made, which I thought would be fun. But basically, each one of these is a Python script.
Yeah.
So like this is like
so awesome.
So
I
like
appreciate this so much. I hope you understand.
I know. That's why I thought I'd show it to you and I'd record it
This
too.
is dope.
I thought it'd be fun.
This is super dope. I appreciate that.
Cool. So all it is you can just feed it the link to where you app file
to the file.
Yeah, I can show you
the
the
file
files.
is just like taking control of your cursor. Yeah.
So these are all the files.
I've done a lot of what you're doing here at work for my job and like the other jobs I've had at this job, but I don't do it in Python. I do it in AutoHotkey language.
Right.
Which is
and you can do it that way.
That program also wouldn't let me play Minecraft or most video games because if I right click, it turns my view 180 degrees around, and that's not a setting I can turn off anywhere or find. So I can't use AutoHotkey. Thank you for finding or for just knowing a solution for how.
Yeah,
to
so I've done
a reason for me to learn Python now. I get it.
I've done projects like this before. So this is basically like one script, and all it's doing is this right here. So I'm using a Python library called PyDirectInput, and then it just basically I press.
It turns it into AutoHotkey is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, so I press M. I wait 0.2 seconds, and then I press down, enter.
The only difference between what you're doing and what I'm doing is I use send instead of press, and I don't put PyDirectInput. I just I use sleep. I use but it's in milliseconds. I use like all of the. I've done exactly this in a different language.
It gets better. That was just one example. These are all of the scripts I have. So there's
I am so pleased. Words cannot describe.
I have 39 scripts.
I am with this. I love it so much.
These are all the generic ones that for playing GTA, and then these are ones specifically for playing the Cayo heist. And I'll come back to it, but let's go further here. So yeah, that's how I trigger all the scripts. What's running right now is a script. So like all of this like menu navigation stuff is all done with scripts now. So
I never thought to look into this. You may have just changed my life.
So at any point, like all of this setup shit, like I don't do any of this anymore. And then at this point, what you may notice is that I am running solo, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, here we go.
I saw you had buttons to call your oppressor too.
Yep, I have buttons for the oppressor.
I remember you complaining about like the biggest problem with the oppressor is how long it takes to call it.
Oh, there you go. It's solved.
That's amazing.
So there, I just ran another script just to swim. So like you know how you had your button?
Shift?
Yeah.
I have a physical. I actually have 5 different prototype drawings of how I could build a fancy wood and brass version of the large pipe with the clip holder stuck, or the whole closed hanger stuck into it. Because like I was so dead set on building a cool key holder downer.
This is the one. The grate was one of the biggest challenges, just because it's kind of a pain in the ass. But
you wrote one to cut the fucking grate?
I wrote a script to cut the grate.
Does this constitute cheating at this point? I mean, I'm not mad about it.
No. Okay.
Please teach me how to do it so I can do it for every game.
Okay, so check this out. So this is a script.
This is amazing.
So basically, none of this is user input. So all I have to do is I start the thing and then I walk away.
I am so hard right now.
Do you have to calculate coordinates for this?
Yeah, so this was a real pain in the ass. This one was because
How many hours did you spend on this?
You know what? It wasn't that bad because I've kind of done this type of thing before.
Okay.
But I honestly wouldn't even know how to estimate. Like I did a bunch at night. This is user input right here. So like that swim is something. It's like it's pretty precise, and if you're off a little bit in the beginning, it'll like fuck up the whole swim. So like those types of things, I decided not to automate ultimately.
So that tunnel, I've used the just hold down shift for that tunnel before and like not taken it off, my physical item, and it'll swim me through there and all the way down, and I feel like all I have to do is hit like S for 0.5 seconds, maybe twice.
Yeah, but that's the thing is
and
like
it would bring you up high enough or no?
Those things are really obvious when you're. So this is all user input, just to be clear. But
okay. Yeah, I figured.
So this is just to jump ahead a little bit. At the very end of my journey,
enough to automate the whole thing.
Exactly, and sometimes
which is probably why they do that.
They flinch in different ways,
mm-hmm.
right? So like you can't predict how they're going to be.
There's no way you'd be able to automate the entire heist.
That's what my goal was.
Was it? No, because like when you, unless there are like checks you can do by comparing pixels or something, like because just for example, when you come up the stairs, you pop the guy on the right, and then there's that guy that hops over the little railing that I usually take care of.
Yeah.
He does wildly different things. Different load-ins. Like he'll stand there for a while. Sometimes he'll be there already by the time we get there. Like it's wildly different behavior from that guy, but it's still within the same path. It's just completely different timing. So like you couldn't just automate the movements. You would have to like have some sort of.
You'd have to have like an AI.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought about it, but it's beyond my scope. And the real start of this was
beyond my understanding.
Yeah, my first start of this was there's too many fucking menus. Can I automate the menus, right? Like that was how I started. And then this is where we are now.
It started snowballing.
So check this out. This is the thing I'm probably the most proud of. So I actually made a script to automate this. Check it out.
I wondered why you were asking me like, show me how you did this. Show me how you did this.
Damn, that was fast.
Oh yeah.
Fucking shit.
So I think it's basically the same
are we watching
inputs that Duxie's doing.
This is real time. This is real time solving.
How is it doing that?
Dude, I'll explain. Hold on, let's get through this last one.
This is amazing.
Yeah, dude, this was an actual engineering challenge.
Okay.
So I'll show you what I did. I mean,
is this a 6+ hours code?
Oh God, it could have been, honestly.
That's amazing. I mean, you know what? They sell you these video games to have fun with, and you had fun doing this. I bet.
So this was the most fun I've had in GTA for sure.
That's amazing.
So this is 130 line code I made with multiple different processes.
Oh God!
I have to take a screenshot, and then I have to slice up each component. Right. So each of these.
You are doing a check on the fucking pixels.
I am. Yeah. Absolutely.
So you could use this method to automate the whole heist, but oh God, it is fast as fuck. The screenshot and slicing it all up is that goddamn fast.
Yeah. So I'm using these libraries. I'm using this one. It's called OpenCV. Where is it? It's just CV2 in Python, but OpenCV. It's like a computer vision library. And I'm doing a comparison down here. Let me see if I can find where it is. It happens in here in the identify process. So right here. So basically what it does is you use this match template right here. So I have the key image, which is the part on the right. So I'm calling this part the key and these parts the clone, right? So It's taking each slice of the clone and comparing it to the key, and then this returns a score for where it thinks it should be on here.
You wrote an AI to do this.
It's not intelligent.
It's a very basic AI, but like it's an AI that can look at the picture and decide if it's the same as the other picture.
Yeah. So there's a couple other things I had to do.
GG. That's
dope. So what I have to do is first I have to make it grayscale, and then I make it black and white, and then I make it I had to scale it a little bit because the image on the left is not the same scale as the one on the right for some reason. So there's a little bit of scaling done there. And I had images for all that, and I used to save it every time, but that actually slowed everything down. So I don't save anything anymore. And I just keep everything as like raw data. Anyway, it's really quick.
That's wild, man.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah,
So,
holy shit.
You wrote a fucking solver for
I know, dude. I'm honestly the most proud of this. This is like
you should be. That's fucking impressive.
It actually. So this is a script also, just to like get the fucking diamond out.
Oh, like hold down.
Yeah, hold down up for the exact amount of time, and then.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. But if you're trying to use it for a speed run.
See, that's the point though. Is like I'm not trying to necessarily optimize.
Okay.
Right. Like,
so you're not trying to speed run it.
I'm just trying to automate it.
More, convenient. Okay.
But like when I can optimize, I usually will. But if it's any amount of trouble, I usually won't bother.
Fair.
So like the original cloner was really slow.
It's so good. There's like a tiny bit of lag where you can tell that's like you were saying, it's taking the picture and then
it thinks for like what, a half a second maybe?
Yeah, and then boom.
Yeah. So I activate it actually on my end. So it doesn't know when to start to take that photograph.
Gotcha.
So I think I actually get seen here, but I just continue with the run. Okay, so this is the glitch.
This is where you do the phone thing. Okay.
So you could do it on either side actually.
Okay.
So you could do it in the same place that you did it, or you could do it here. But I have an automation that does it for me.
Does it have to be on the railing? Or I guess we'll see.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you drop down here, and then I run this script.
And do you have to like face a real specific way?
Yes, you have to face just this way, but this is all automated for me. So like,
amazing.
There's a very precise like set of movements you have to do, and it's pretty tricky to do it by hand
with timing and buttons.
Yeah, and it's way easier with the fucking script.
Dude, does the script fail yet?
Yeah,
so I guess you said it earlier, didn't it?
So some scripts fail sometimes, but you know.
So why are they failing sometimes? What do you suppose it is? Is it like some lag?
Yeah.
Lag?
Usually it's like lag or like I triggered it at the wrong time. Like it's
because the game is not optimized. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
The game is not optimized at all. I just clicked.
You knocked my glasses off.
I did.
So that's pretty much it. The only other thing after this is the reset.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, so I'll show you the solo reset, which is
honestly, that's all I thought we were coming here to see.
I know. But I've been trying to tell you, like, I've had this stuff for a little bit.
Well, yeah, you said you did a bunch of stuff, and I really honestly just thought you meant you had made a lot of money doing it this new way.
Well, I had.
You had spent so much fucking time.
Well, it's both.
For it. That's amazing, dude. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't come see it.
No. The timing is perfect.
This is the surprise you were hiding.
This is the timing
got the
is
jump
perfect.
thing down right.
Yeah,
too.
the jump is right there. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because you didn't have it recorded until today.
Okay, so this is basically the solo glitch. Is you have to go here and then I'll show you in a second.
It is so it is what song you said.
Yeah, it's what Sonar said. You just gotta disconnect the internet. Yeah, but the timing is actually it's pretty forgiving. And I'll show you in just a second.
So you just disconnect your internet once you get to the place where you're done, it looked like?
Yeah, so it's a little bit after where you would do it. So this is where we would normally do it, right? If we're doing two people, right when he's handing off the letter or the money, I guess, that's when you do it. But here...
this is when you disconnect.
Yeah. So right when it says pass, you disconnect. Or right before it. Or even if you do it like during when it says passed. If you disconnect, it should be okay. It's a little bit forgiving. So you have like a 3 to 5 second window there, I think.
Wow.
So it's pretty forgiving, I think.
I don't know that we had that big of a window in the other way.
No, I think it's bigger. I think it's a bigger window.
I think it is a bigger window. Yeah, I feel like we only had a 1, 2, maybe second window that we could actually do it and get away with it.
Yep. Yeah, so it's a lot quicker. You don't ever have to shut down GTA. You can do it solo and you get paid every time. And you get paid more because you're not losing 15%. So it's 100 times better than the last way.
Something. Yeah, you'll be able to get like 2 mil solo.
Yeah.
This is the ultimate version of beating it.
Yeah.
This is you beat it, and now you're spitting on it.
You're
That's right,
You're having
that's
sex
right.
with its
On the ground.
corpse. You're having sex with its corpse.
Yeah.
Popped one of the eyeballs out, and you're ready
Yeah,
for insertion.
you are skull fucking it.
Love that.
That's amazing.